Did you know the Old Testament is filled with incredible stories that point directly to Jesus in the New Testament? It's like finding hidden treasures that connect the entire Bible. Let's explore some of these amazing connections, often called foreshadowing or types of Christ. First, let's talk about Adam. In Romans chapter 5, the Apostle Paul calls Jesus the second Adam. The first Adam brought sin and death into the world through his disobedience in the Garden of Eden, as we read in Genesis chapter 3. But Jesus, the second Adam, brought righteousness and life through his perfect obedience, even to death on a cross. One man's failure was redeemed by another's victory. Next, think about the story of Abraham and Isaac in Genesis chapter 22. God commanded Abraham to sacrifice his only beloved son, Isaac, on Mount Moriah. Abraham was willing to obey, showing incredible faith. At the last moment, God provided a ram to be sacrificed instead. This powerful story points to God the Father, who did sacrifice his one and only beloved son, Jesus, on a cross. As Hebrews chapter 11 tells us, Abraham believed God could even raise the dead, which is exactly what happened with Jesus' resurrection. Then there's Joseph. His story in Genesis, starting around chapter 37, is an incredible picture of Jesus' life. Joseph was loved by his father, but betrayed and sold by his own brothers for pieces of silver. He was falsely accused and suffered unjustly. Yet, God raised him up to a position of great power in Egypt, where he ended up saving the very brothers who betrayed him, along with the whole nation, from famine. This parallels how Jesus was loved by the Father, betrayed for silver, suffered unjustly, and was then exalted to the right hand of God, where he offers salvation to everyone, even those who rejected him. And finally, consider Moses, the great deliverer. In Deuteronomy chapter 18, Moses prophesied that God would raise up a prophet like him from among the people. Moses led the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt, gave them God's law, and mediated between them and God. Jesus is the ultimate prophet, priest, and king. He delivers us from the slavery of sin, gives us the new covenant written on our hearts, and stands as our perfect mediator before God. These are just a few examples of how the Old Testament beautifully anticipates the coming of Jesus Christ. It's a unified story from beginning to end, all pointing to him. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this interesting, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.